For loop. Let's see how a for loop works. A for loop has three parts: initial value, expression, and third one is incrementing or decrementing. So we start with for, open the bracket, initial value. So we write int I equal to 1. So I value starts with 1. So that is the initial value of I. Next, we have a condition. When do you want the loop to get executed? We need to give a condition. And when do you want the loop to stop? So we give a condition that I value should be always less than equal to 5. If the I value is less than equal to 5, the loop continues. The loop gets executed. But when I value becomes more than 5, it stops. So starting value of I is 1. And till I becomes 5, the loop will go on and on. And every time, what should the value of I become? First time when I value is 1, second time I value should become 2, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. Of course, it will become 6 also. But the condition here, the loop will run only if I is less than or equal to 5, not when I becomes 6. So when I becomes 6, the loop will stop. So to increase the value of I, we write I plus plus. So plus plus is an increment operator. So here I keeps increasing by one value. So these are the three parts of a for loop. And the body of the loop starts from the curly brackets and closes here. So this is the body of the loop. And what do you want to do in this loop? Maybe you can print your name. If you want to print your name, this loop will run 5 times and your name gets printed 5 times. If you want to print a symbol, the symbol will get printed 5 times. So whatever you are printing in this or any calculation you want to do, you can do it here. Anything that you do within this curly brackets will be executed 5 times. So here I'm going to print a symbol. So system.out.println, and I'm just going to print a symbol, and that is going to be printed within the double quotes with a space before the star and after the star. That is the asterisk symbol I'm printing. So here the initial value of I is 1. And then the loop will check for the condition whether it is true or false. Of course, 1 is less than equal to 5. So asterisk is printed. Next, I becomes plus plus. So it becomes 2. And then again, it goes here and checks whether 2 is less than equal to 5. Yes. Again, it prints another asterisk. Then again, I becomes 3. It checks whether 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes, another asterisk is printed. Then I becomes 4. Then checks whether 4 is less than equal to 5. Yes, so another asterisk is printed. So by the time now the 4 asterisk is printed on the screen. Now I becomes 5. When I becomes 5, 5 is checked whether it is less than equal to 5. Yes, it is not less than 5, but it is equal to 5. Again, another asterisk is printed for the 5th time. Now I become 6. I is going to become 6. So when I become 6, 6 is checked whether it is less than equal to 5. Now the condition becomes false. It comes out of the loop. That is, out of the loop is to this line. And we don't have anything after that. So here, the loop runs 5 times and the star, that is the asterisk symbol, is printed 5 times. One below the other because I have given print ln. Now, I just want to tell one thing here. Initially, I becomes 1. That's it. After that, I will never become 1. And as the loop is getting executed, it increases, it checks the condition. It increases, it checks the condition. Only these two things happen continuously, but the initial value of the loop is done only at the beginning of the loop. What if there is a semicolon in the loop? Usually we don't put semicolon for a for loop, but if you have a for loop with a semicolon, what happens? You don't have any syntax errors. Of course, the program will work perfectly and you will get an answer. But what is the answer? Semicolon means terminator. Terminator means end of the line. It will not work like a loop. So this for loop is not a loop anymore. This is a separate line because it is ended with a semicolon, and this is a separate line. So that means the system.out.println gets executed only once. So let me tell you how it works. Starting, I becomes 1. Fine. When I becomes 1, it doesn't go inside. Instead, I becomes 1. Yes, I less than equal to 5. Yes, it is less. And then again, I increments. It becomes 2. Again, it will go here and it will check whether 2 is less than 5. Yes, it is less than equal to 5. It comes here. It increments to 3. Again, it is checked whether 3 is less than equal to 5. Yes, it becomes 4 here. Now again, it will check whether 4 is less than equal to 5. Yes, it becomes 5 here. Again, it checks whether 5 is less than equal to 5. Yes, it is equal. So I becomes 6 here. Now it will check whether 6 is less than equal to 5. No. So it will come to the next line. It will print just one asterisk and comes out of the loop. So without the semicolon, let me show you the output. You can see 5 times the asterisk symbol is printed. Now I add a semicolon. You can see only once it is printed. So here the for loop does not work like a loop. It is just a single statement, but I keeps changing. That is a very, very important thing. I keeps changing. Now let me tell you how the I value keeps changing here. Without the semicolon, with the star, that is with the asterisk symbol, I want to print the value of I also. Because I is a variable, I cannot print I within the double quotes. So I should be printed before the double quotes. So I is printed. And I have to join it with a plus symbol because I is a variable and asterisk is a string. It's a statement. So it should be joined with a plus symbol. Here plus is actually a concatenation symbol. So I value is going to be printed. Let me show you the output. So first time I is 1, asterisk, I is 2, asterisk, I is 3, I is 4, I is 5. I become 6, but 6 is not printed. Now let me add a semicolon. But here we have a problem. There is an error here. Why? Because this line gets over here itself. I cannot be accessed after that. Within this brackets only I can be used, not after the brackets, because I variable is declared here. So the I variable should be declared before the for. So int I. So when you declare the I value before the for, I can be used in the for also, and I can be used in the system.out.println also. So now you don't have an error. Now I have a semicolon. So now let's see the output of this program. It's going to be 6 and asterisk. I hope you all understood how you got 6. As I told you before, I starts with 1, it increments, it's checking whether it is 2 less than 5, it increments, then 3 less than 5, it increments, it becomes 4, and then 4 is less than equal to 5. Yes, it becomes 5. Yes, 5 is less than equal to 5. Yes, I become 6. When I become 6, the condition becomes false. Only now it comes to the next line. So now the last value of I in the memory is 6. So 6 with the star is printed. I hope you all understood. Thank you.